Hey Sagittarius, welcome to your May Tarot reading for love and career. We're going to get right into it, but first I want to encourage you, if you'd like me to pray for you, send you my good energy. If you'd like everybody else to join in too, say hello in the comment section. You're totally welcome to state what you want prayers over, but if you're more private like myself, send an emoji. Send me a funny one. Yeah, so this is this kind of fun experiment that I've been doing for a while, and it's just so positive and so light, and I like to seal it with my word that nothing negative can make its way into this space. It's only going to accept good intentions. And, you know, like we're scrolling through our reels and our shorts, if you're Instagram, is it Instagram Reels, YouTube Shorts? But there's just so much out there that is negative. There's so much out there. If we want bad news, we can get it any time of the day. Isn't that lovely? It's 24/7. But not here. I mean, I'll be real with you on your tarot reading, but it's going to be with love. All right. Stick around to the very end. That's when you get advice. That's the most important part. You're going to get advice on career. You're going to get advice on love. We're going to start with career. Taking the temperature for my Sagittarius. Only reading the cards that volunteer themselves, like that one and that one. If they fly out in reverse, I read them like that. Starting out with the 9 of Cups. That's a really great way to start a career reading, right? So this is wealth, career, the value you bring to a company or to your world. We've got the King of Pentacles. Now, the King of Pentacles is somebody who, it's like their talent is money. It's their focus, their talent. Now, this doesn't necessarily mean that the person that this is talking about, probably you, or it could be an individual that you're working with, that they're a talent, they're absolutely talented with their money themselves, but this brings the talent. It brings the energy of somebody who's getting aligned with their finances, somebody who's being responsible, somebody who's making good money. This is somebody who also knows and sees the importance in delegating jobs, delegating work out that would either crowd their schedule or waste their time, or you know what I mean? So there's a maturity, there's a wisdom that this energy brings to a situation. So it looks like you are in a really good place. 8 of Swords in reverse, that's a great card to get in reverse. This means getting unstuck from a situation. That could be directly financial. Could be a business partnership for some of you guys. You know, there's different things going on. So what is this 8 of Swords in reverse? Interesting. It's getting unstuck. It feels like it could be. Yeah. You're getting unstuck from a situation that was somehow familiar with you. So it could be, there's a nostalgia attached to it, meaning that it could have its roots in your past somehow. And I have to be somewhat vague with this energy because you have different storylines and I don't want to throw you off, but I do want to read the energy. And it looks like it's actually a happy change, but there's almost something, this could be something that coincidentally happened on their end or in your situation that might have felt out of control and sudden at first, but it actually turns out to be a good thing. It actually happens to be the catalyst for getting you unstuck. Does that make any sense? Real interesting energy. Let's hear about this King of Pentacles. King of Pentacles, we have getting realigned with intuition, and we have the 3 of Pentacles in reverse. So I feel like you're falling back on your wisdom, your own wisdom, your sense of what to trust and what not to trust. It's like you've gotten a reminder of who your colleagues are, who the people are that you can trust. That's that energy. And you're relying on, I think, yourself in a new way there. We've got the Queen of Cups coming out. Who's this Queen of Cups? Aha, not somebody who's leading you to a glory. Not somebody so somebody's being left out. Like either, you know, the 5 of Pentacles in a money and a career reading is a sense of lack. It's not making money. It's not. So I think that somebody was holding you back. And I think that just like your intuition was clawing at you a little bit. And this could be a relative. It could be somebody who reaches their, you know, they've got their roots back in your past, that nostalgic card of the Six of Cups in reverse. It's, yeah, it's not serving you to mix that business with relationship, if that makes any sense. All right, but we have this very, very happy card of the Nine of Cups. So I do feel like fate has played a hand in this, making it a little more easy for you to realign with what makes you happy. And we do have a partnership. We have a partnership popping out here that you're really, really happy in. This is like equal give and take. This is equal compromise. This would be somebody that you're not fearful of sharing ideas. And it could be a company. I mean, it could be an entity, right? But you don't fear sharing your ideas, and you don't fear that kind of growth, because you know that it's going to be reciprocated. Like they're going to need to put in that vulnerable situation, and there's a sense of respect. There's what is this Seven of Swords? Yeah. I feel like in the past, there was a hard ending. You learned a lot from it. There might have been some self-deception. There could have been some deception. Another person, another pulling the wool over your eyes. And there's a sense of like, I never want to do that again. But there's also kind of this sense of fate playing a hand in this. Like there is something serendipitous, and that's kind of a light and fluffy word to use for something that caused a lot of distress at one point. So forgive me for using the word serendipitous, but it's almost like, you know, the universe came out, and it's like dodging a bullet. It's like the universe came out and made this a little easier on you. But this has a strong energy of the importance of a partnership that is reciprocal, that is safe in your work. I want to get some advice now. So for my Saggies, advice, career. That's a funny shuffle. Start that over. Advice and career. Make sure those are up. Perfect. Advice and career. Saggies. Cool. And reverse. Tower. Don't act on impulse just for the sake of beginning something new. Just for the sake of reaction. So beware of a reactionary impulse to act. Because it could be foolish, basically. Yeah, and what about these Three of Cups? Okay, so we have Three of Cups in reverse coming out with the Death card. That means let something die. Like, and I'm not literally, okay? We don't want to be another one of those disturbing reels on Instagram or YouTube. No, this is letting taking a beat to allow something to play out, to allow this change, this sudden shift, this thing that's happening unexpectedly. Just let it settle. Let yourself just take that in, right? Yeah, so you might be getting some information. You might be getting a message that you could react to. You know what I mean? And I think you're going to see past it. You're going to be really happy just letting it go. It has no hold over you. Because if you react to it, it's like going to set you back a couple of steps. And this, again, it's carrying on the theme of partnerships and a partnership that you don't necessarily need. So it's making the choice to take the higher road by not reacting to it. It's funny, I have a friend of mine in the entertainment industry, in the music industry, gave me advice once when I was dealing with a difficult person. They're like, give them the LAFU, which is, you know, LA fuck you, which is just ghosting on them. You know, anybody from LA, let me know if that's a thing. But yeah, so give them the LAFU and don't react to it. Let it go. It's already gone. You know what I mean? Not letting it dredge back up. So let's get some love insight, huh? We're gonna start off with this beautiful deck again. Love for our Saggies. Love for our Saggies. Where are we at, Saggies? Got that 3 of Wands. Okay, so you're kind of at a pause. There's this, and you're having this moment this month where, you know, there's going to be this moment where, I wouldn't say pause. You're slowing down your energies to look at what you've created, look at what you worked on, look at how far you've come. And then you're going to also be looking towards the future, like realistically, how far you have to go in love, in relationships, who you want to be inside those relationships, who you want them to be. And this is a great time. It's basically taking stock of everything, looking around, and there's a sense of waiting for your ships to come in. So what that means is you're waiting for something from your partner, or either if you're single, you're waiting for love to kind of sail on in. You're at this harbor, you're looking out at the vast openness of what's possible, and just kind of like, are they there yet? You know? So if this is you and you're in a partnership, this could be like you're waiting for your partner to do or say something to maybe give you a sense of, or for you to feel something a certain way, or you get that feeling. You get what I'm talking about? Because it's not for the lack of trying. You've been putting your work in, and you want those rewards, you know? Make sure these are upright. To fly upside down and read them that way. So you might be in a place where you're overthinking. You might even have lost some sleep over this. And we've got the two of Wands as well. You can't help but notice, you know, maybe there's some comparing going on in past experiences, past relationships. There's definitely a sense of like what you've experienced in your past, giving you insight to what you want in the future. And there's a sense of this vastness, this openness of what could be. And it doesn't have absolute real definition. You just know that you're waiting for something. You know that something's giving you maybe some anxiety, making you overthink. Doesn't quite feel like you're getting what you put in. Anything else, Saggies? Yeah, we've got the 4 of Cups here. So this is apathy. Right? And it looks like apathy with that individual kind of staring off, even though there's a cup. This is too little too late feeling. I don't know whose side that is on. If it's for some of you guys, it's going to be you. And for some of you others, it's going to be somebody else in that dynamic. 4 of Cups, clarity on that. Yeah, we've got the Queen of Cups here. Somebody who's compassionate, nurturing, empathetic, and there's just apathy attached to them. And we've got the Empress. There's so much potential. could really grow. It could really grow into something, but there's a sense of, you know, it's missed the bus a little bit. But the chapter is not closed. The chapter is not closed because you've sunk in too much, you know? It's like you have high hopes. There's so much potential. There's so much potential. Clarity on the Nine of Swords, Queen of Swords. I'm wondering if there's been harsh words exchanged yet, boundaries drawn, lines drawn in the sand, this or this, choosing this or that. You better, you know, ultimatums. I'm wondering for some of you guys that has already come into play inside your head, out in conversation. For those of you guys who are single, it could be like you being resolved, like, I'm never going to let these people, if they're like this or this or this, they can't come near me, you know, type of thing. If you're in a relationship, it could be an ultimatum. It could be like you cutting them out, or somebody cutting somebody out. But there's healing there. Tarot is painting an interesting picture. So it's all swords, sword, sword, swords. There was this anxiety around maybe some harsh words exchanged, anxiety around some harsh boundaries. Because the Queen of Swords is a no bullshit queen. I mean, she knows, he, they know what they want, and they're very vocal about it. But there's this healing, the Six of Swords, right? And it's not healing alone, it's healing with another individual. This could be a therapist, it could be healing with some sort of outside entity. Make sure it's a... So what else about that Nine of Swords? That sense of a little anxiety, overthinking. We've got all swords. They're all coming out right here. It's because there's new information exchanged. Basically, you're getting a message or a realization in your relationship that's going to help you, or in love, that's going to help you heal and move forward. But definitely boundaries needed to come into play. Queen of Swords doesn't come into play when she's not needed, you know. So this is kind of making things real straightforward and clear. Yeah, so there's an kind of you don't want to leave it completely. You don't want to leave love behind, but you can't help but pay attention. I can feel my arm ache when there's aching, and that happens when it's kind of it's not feeling sorry for yourself. It's truly being like, looking at yourself. You know, I hate that saying, don't feel sorry for yourself. But there's moments where you see with a bird's eye view your situation, and you're like, man, I'm rooting for that character, and that character is you. I'm rooting for you. That sucks for you, you know? And so there's this sense of like, you can't overlook some disappointments or some things that you need. So you're not willing to just throw in the towel, but you can't help but focus on what the potential is. Like, you know, yeah. So anyway, advice and love for our Saggies. Make sure they're upright. Advice and love for our Saggies. We've got the World card upside down again. This is the same card, and both of them came out upside down. So don't close this chapter yet. You don't need to close the chapter. Seven of Cups upside down. One sec. So the daydreaming is important, right? Daydreaming is important. And our imaginations play a huge role in what we're able to manifest. But there's definitely like, all that glitters is not gold. So be aware of the illusionary, is that a word? Illusionary effect of our imaginations. And that's with respect to our imaginations. Massive respect. But beware of the word should. So I feel like no word creates more upset and anger and disappointment and all those things in the word should. Think about that. So when your mind is saying, yeah, but this should be there, but this should happen and all that, allow yourself to consider that everything takes its own shape, and you getting strength and the Ace of Cups, which is this inner strength, and this beautiful Ace of Cups, which is love, new, fresh love. Now if you're in a destructive relationship and it's toxic, you run. Run, okay? Do not walk. But there's a bigger sense of giving up on love almost, or giving up on like what you've thrown into love is huge. You've got such a strong capability to see what's lacking and to grow. And that's, a lot of people have a blind spot there, and not you. We have 4 of Rods. Hold on, like hang in there. Love, fresh new love is coming. That could even be within your own relationship. It could be within a new one, but it's new love and it's stable. And there's this beautiful choice that's being made. And it's all of this. It's the Strength card. That's inner strength. No false implements of strength, right? It's like you already have everything it takes, inside, and this new love coming, stability, and the Lovers. And these are our reversed ones, right? So it's that not closing up a chapter, just be aware of the illusion that can come with the options where our imaginations present us. Just be willing to question it. Be willing to question everything. Be willing to question me. Be willing to question tarot. It's healthy. Anyway, I'm sending you all love. Say hello in the comment section if you'd like me to send you my prayers, and I'll see you soon.